So you're a car enthusiast who's looking for a bit of an upgrade. You're slightly maturing, you want something that's a little bit more practical, you don't want to spend too much money, but you still want the car to hold its value. You still want it to be fun, interesting, and hold more than just two people. What do you get? I got it. How about a nearly 2-ton V8 rear-wheel drive luxury sedan that you can only import from Japan? Perfect! G'day guys, and welcome back to another Rosh Reviews, where today you join me in a Toyota Crown Majesta. And this particular one is the S200 variant, the last one that ever did get the V8. And 4.6 liter, naturally aspirated, quad cam V8 up front. This is rear wheel drive, it's got an 8-speed auto. And you know, these cars, they just really can still spark that enthusiast in you, even when you're getting something as practical as this. And I'm gonna prove to you today that this thing actually is pretty damn practical, even though it's a V8 rear wheel drive imported JDM sedan. Bear with me. Now, I do just quickly have to say a huge thank you to NextRide for loaning us out this particular Crown Majesta, because this is for sale, and if you guys are interested, I will leave a link for it in the description below. Yeah, this thing is awesome. It's actually quite difficult to find an S200 here in Australia without importing it yourself, so yeah, if you guys have been thinking about it, I'd definitely have a look at this one, because yeah, it's nice. Now, just a little bit about the Crown. Well, look, the Crown is actually Toyota's longest running passenger nameplate, and this car has been around since 1955, and I do believe they're still making them here today. Toyota has produced something like over 6 million Crowns, and that's only up till 2015. So yeah, we've still got another nearly 7 years here of production life that they've been making these things. And people, look, this car is incredibly popular in Japan, and I think it's because it's maybe something like the Aussies with their Ford Falcons or their Holden Commodores. No one else got them, so there was a little bit of, you know, patriotic pride there. And the Japanese definitely have that patrioticness, that pride, when it comes to Toyota and the Crown. They got all the recipes right. So, you got the V8, you got the rear wheel drive. The 8-speed is absolutely spot on. And when this thing is in eco mode, it's using like 7.6 liters per 100 Ks currently. And I've been giving this thing a little bit of a hard time today. So, you know, it definitely can be economical, even though this thing is a 4.6 liter V8. And look, you just get it around some of these corners here. It's a luxury sedan. The steering is light. It will firm up if you go around a very tight hairpin like we were there. But yeah, it's a very big wheel, so it doesn't take much input to actually turn it. The ride is very like soft, comfortable. It's just really fun, you know, and for a daily, I really imagine this as being kind of the perfect combo if you've already got like a really fun sports car. This is what you want to get. I'll tell you right now, you know, it's just such a nice cruiser, yet it's still cool enough. You can take this thing to the car shows. You know, you've still got pride in the way this thing looks. It's got a V8, it's rear wheel drive. It's actually fun to sit in and cruise around. This is it, you know? Like, it's like going to McDonald's and only getting a hamburger, mate. You don't want to do that. You want to get the meal deal, man. And having this in your garage, you definitely got the large combo. Now, if you guys are enjoying this content, please make sure you guys go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button and click the bell notification so you do get updated on all my weekly uploads. And I do a lot of cool cars like these, so especially JDM stuff, guys. If you want to see some other stuff, comment down below what you want me to review next, and I'll do my best to get it on the channel. Now let's just talk about the facts of this V8. So under the bonnet, it is again a 4.6 liter, naturally aspirated quad cam V8. Power, we're talking 345 horsepower and about 340 pound-foot of torque. 8-speed automatic again. And I gotta say, the transmission, it is really nice. You know, we're not talking dual clutches or anything. It's just smooth when you want it to be. And this thing in sport mode, it is gonna surprise you guys. And we are gonna do a 0 to 100 later on in this video, so make sure you do stick around till the end. And these cars, again, I tell you, they're so popular because they weren't only used as like a passenger vehicle. These were used as taxis, police cars, even government officials basically used this car as their runaround. So, you know, they had a fleet of these things. And, you know, even when you go to a hire car company in Japan, if you want to get the nice one, this is what they give you, Crown Majestas. And it's so nice, this thing, it really is. And I appreciate the Japanese doing this because, again, it's so unfortunate here in Australia that we've lost our Holden Commodores, our Ford Falcons, and I, for one, wish we could have continued like the Japanese because they buy this thing over any foreign. You know, they absolutely love these. They do. Now we do have a sport mode, so, you know, we can just go in here, chuck it into sport mode, and, you know, you can feel the throttle response really pep up a bit here. And you jump on it. You know, it's quite amazing because this car has no business being this quick. Like, yes, it's a V8, rear-wheel drive, yada, 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 but, like, it's a luxury sedan. And, you know, nearly 350 horsepower, it's not a small amount, really, but this thing almost weighs, you know, it's nearly 2 tons. You know, if you do just flat foot this from a standstill, it will kind of try and spin the wheels. It's got enough grunt to do that. Yeah, it's just, you got to be careful in the corners because it is boaty and you know, it will kind of lean on you quite a bit. But my goodness, in a straight line, this would surprise a lot of cars. And I am getting very excited to get the Draggy out and try that 0 to 100 because, yeah, I think it's going to be quick. You know, the S180, you are going to save yourself a little bit of money because they are cheaper. You know, they're going to have a little bit more Ks on them. They aren't as nice as this, I personally think. The S200 just, it's a big upgrade. I feel like, personally, this is a big upgrade, and it's worth the extra money, I feel like, to get this one. So if you guys are seriously considering it, I have actually previously reviewed an S180. So if you guys want to check that out, I will leave a link just up here. You can click the pop-up banner. Yeah. On the used market, these things here in Australia are going to run you somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000. And, you know, it's getting up there, but this car, I honestly feel like they deserve it. And for that money, you know, if you're getting like a $30,000 one, it's going to be A, in really nice condition, B, have low Ks, and it's going to hold its value. You know, I don't see these things going down in value because they are really special cars, exceptionally well made, reliable to Toyota, and, you know, V8 rear-wheel drive with the uniqueness of this JDM persona, it's desirable. It is. It's unique. It's different. You don't see them on the road all that much. And these things have, throughout the track of history, at least here in Australia, really held their value quite well. All right, guys, so just having a walk around now of this Toyota Crown S200 Majesta. I don't know about you guys, but I think this has got to be one of the best looking JDM sedans Toyota's ever done, especially, if not the whole of Japan. It just looks aggressive. You know, the front end really, it just has presence about it, this car. Like the big grille, the Toyota badge, like the body kit even seems kind of aggressive to me. This particular one, you know, we're running 19-inch now, D-speed wheels. So, you know, this one does have some pretty aggressive camber on it because, you know, it has been modified in the wheels department here, but, you know, the bags still work. It looks absolutely fire. And, yeah, sunroof, luxury. Let's check out this interior. All right, guys, so in the Toyota Crown Majesta here, the S200 interior-wise, and this is a really, really nice place to be. You know, first off, you're greeted with this beautiful big steering wheel. You got wood grain in it, leather wrapped as well on the edges here. And when you push that start-stop button, the seat moves into your position, the wheel comes towards you, you know, something like a Lexus would do, and it gives you that luxurious feeling. You know, you got this kind of faux wood grain around the place, which it is a little bit unfortunate. It's not real wood. Like, the steering wheel is real wood, but the rest of it, you know, maybe besides the gear shifter, it is, yeah, not real. And they do, this is a common issue with Majestas, even in the previous generation, the S180, they do kind of peel up a little bit. Like, if they're left in the sun too long, the faux wood grain does start to deteriorate, but it is kind of an easy fix. You know, the seats are just so comfortable. They're heated, they're cooled. You do have the big infotainment system here, and Google Translator will be your friend because it is all in Japanese. You know, it is a little bit complicated to run through, but if you had this car for, you know, a month or so, you would probably get used to all the buttons once you translated them and, you know, figure out what they do. Good thing, though, this does have like an aux cord. I'm pretty sure you do have Bluetooth capabilities in here as well. So that is nice. At least you can listen to your tunes. And it is always quite funny when these cars turn on and they talk to you. You know, they tell you that, oh, your ECE card or whatever it is not plugged in, which all these JDM cars do. But I love hearing that JDM voice talk to you in these cars. And then, of course, when you do go into the maps, you know, it's actually not telling us we're in the ocean, which is pretty surprising. It's saying, I don't know where the heck that's saying, but yeah, somewhere in Japan, not here in Australia, but we are so fortunate that we can actually import these here. Now in the back seats, let's just mention them quickly because it's actually very, very luxurious back there. And this is almost a vehicle where the backseat passengers almost get treated even better in like a well-kitted out one of these Crowns because you've got leather seats back there again, huge amount of legroom, headroom. The back seats actually will recline, they're heated. They actually can massage you as well. You know, just, it's beautiful back there. We are going to do the 0 to 100. Let's get this thing out on the road and see what she's going to do. And here we go. So, 3. Oh, man. It just about did a burnout. Holy, we're already there, mate. Oh, my goodness. Like, there is a little bit of, I don't know if it's a electronically controlled throttle or something. There seems to be like a little bit of delay, especially when you're in eco mode when you touch the throttle. But like, I just tried to build it up slowly there, and this thing started spinning the back wheels, and I had to just let off the brake and go. But man, it felt rapid. Again, this thing's nearly 2 ton. Let's check out what that time was. 0 to 100, guys, was done in 6 seconds flat. And man, I think that is an incredible time for a car like this. You know, the luxury, the weight of it, the size of this thing. 6 seconds on a back road. Yeah, you can't complain with that, guys. This thing would surprise a lot of people. And it's struggling for traction. Like, it's crazy. Now, I'm going to finish the video off here today, guys. So again, a huge thanks to NextRide. Link is in the description if you want to check this car out. I absolutely love this Majesta. It's the perfect combo to go with a guy who's already got a cool sports car. And even if you just want something that's practical, fun, V8 rear-wheel drive, this thing is awesome. It is. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. We'll see you on that next video.